Right, laughs, toys, a little more. Streaming my world, no script, just me for sure. G, keep takes, good vibes. Come and see all the fun, the stories hanging casually. Talking collectibles, highs and lows. Where it goes, nobody knows. Talking collectibles, highs and lows. Where it goes, nobody knows. Beat that for. You already know what the E stand for. Bright light, toys, a little more. Streaming my world, no script, just me for sure.
Well, I think that intro answers what the rating of the show is actually.
I think so.
God, when I see it now, I'm just like embarrassed. But
It totally does. What rating? PG-13? No.
No. You're like a hard R.
I thought it was just for fun. But yeah,
Hold on. Hard rated R. Hold on. Let's say it right because we don't want people to get offended.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
wonder.
Hard. We are rated a hard R.
God, I know, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, oh, it's cool. Then I see it with people. I'm like, oh, you're such a silly.
But did you have fun doing it? That's the
Yeah,
question. Okay, that's what matters. See, you're showing everyone. See, I was when we were dancing.
Right?
Was that like an AI like music thing?
Yeah, I made it. I've done lots. I made this other crazy song lately. I just like screw around. AI is great for me because I'm like the lazy creator. I have endless ideas, right? Like just endless, but I've never had the time or skill to Photoshop or learn a program for music. So like it's just perfect for me, right? Because like anything now I can think of, I can basically do, like put in there, and it's so easy. It's just prompt, right? And it's like it's a weird thing. Like it's just a weird time.
That's that ADHD mental right there.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to another, we did it with the D stands for. I got Input with me and E-Man. So yeah, go around. You guys can introduce yourselves.
So who wants to go first? E-Man, you want to go first?
I'll go first. What's going on, everyone? My name is E-Man. You guys can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and here on YouTube under E-Man's World of Geek, where I share with you my comic book Transformer collection. I'll throw in a little bit of tech funnies and shorts in there once in a while, but it's primarily aimed at collecting comic books and Transformers. I just recently finished my season finale of my Temu Transformers journey, which was really fun to do. And if you guys have some time, check those videos out. They were really fun to make.
That's cool. Yeah, you got what you got. Did you get recently monetized? Because I'm getting all this stuff for you, new member and.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! Hey, wait, hold on. Was that you?
That's for you. That's for you. Me? Yeah.
Hey, cynical banana, my first member. Thank you so much.
That's cool. That's cool. When did you get monetized though?
Just a couple of weeks ago. Just
okay,
a couple of weeks ago. And I'm showing my girlfriend Mimi. I'm like, you better watch your mouth. You better watch how you speak to me. $23 on YouTube. I'm big time now. So it's like a running joke in the house anytime. Because like my girlfriend and I, we fake fight in front of the kids, and the kids are like, oh my God, the kids are fighting again. And so I usually end with, you better watch yourself. I'm monetized. We totally laugh about it. She's like,
I do the same to Bart. I'm like, I'm somebody. Don't you forget it?
Yeah. And then you got your own army, man.
I'm somebody to someone out in the
Somebody's paying $3.99 to see me. But yeah, I know it's just funny. Yeah, great. But yeah, Input. What are you up to?
Well, of course, it's me. It's that N-PUT, baby. And I'm mobbing once again with Danny Double D and the newest member. Makes it 3. We are chilling today with E-Man. What is up out there in TV land? All the listeners, all the jivers, and all you reckless coffee drinkers. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night or evening, whatever it is when you get to listen to this. As far as YouTube goes, I do a couple of shorts, maybe like 2 or 3 a week, and that's where my channel sits now. I don't really do much of anything else, but if you want to see some awesome old school toy gimmicks mixed in with some newer stuff that I think is really badass at the store, then go ahead, head on over to the channel. You don't really have to subscribe. I'm not going to beat it into you or anything else like that. But check it out, man. If you feel free, if you got some time, if not, that's cool too. No judgment.
Totally. Yeah. Thank you for everyone for chat for joining us. It's always good. It's people show up.
The JSS, that's my boy right there.
Oh yeah, is he nice? Yeah. And do you do that show all the time? Like Only Slabs? Are you always on that show, E-Man?
No. So Only Slabs is hosted by my friend Rob and Chris, and they do that weekly, and they have different guests every week. So I was a guest on it a few weeks ago to share some of my slabs. And that was really fun. That was a super fun video thing to be a part of.
It was cool. I was watching it. It seemed like, all the stuff you had, that was awesome. It seems like a good relaxed stream too. Like everyone's having fun, right?
Oh yeah. Their stream is like one of the more consistent streams in the comic book community. They have it every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So it's a good time for everyone to just join in like during the day and have a good time and watch people just talk about, the graded comics that they have and collect them and what, why they enjoy them. So it's a really good show.
That's cool. What's Quentin say? If you're tired of playing with Transformers, you can always watch other people play with them. The fun never ends. It's very true. All right. Well, like I said, we'll just get into news thing. I just got some random news clips just to see what people say and what we're looking at. So, yeah, this Astro Train. Did you hear anything about this, E-Man? Like the just the nonsense that's going on with it?
I haven't heard the nonsense, but I've heard that there is nonsense. So what is the nonsense?
Well, it's just very it's very skinny, anemic looking, I guess. Like the other Siege version was like bulkier. It's just a weird mix match. Parts of it are okay, I guess. I don't know. Just the legs have like a lot of like back kibble. People are like, where's the accuracy and all that? What input? How do you feel about it?
I like this Astro Train.
Yeah. I think I'm almost there with
really
it.
good.
It's just the legs were a little thicker. It just would be perfect. But yeah, the animation model does have skinnier legs at times. So, but E-Man, you don't buy as much of the like the generation stuff or like the mainline stuff, right?
I don't, and it's not because of any other reason other than I just try to capture something that just catches my eye. I'm not going to be out there chasing mainline or just third party. If it looks good to me, I will add it to my collection, and that's just how I collect. So far, I'm one of those collectors right now. But once I start understanding, the mechanics and the engineering, I'm going to go in this direction. I hope I don't do that. I can tell you this though: Astro Chain looks like he needs a couple of cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's just a little like the Siege one is like good, but it's a little sprout and blocky. This one's just like. Yeah, he got on Ozempic or whatever, right? Like the train looks good. Like I know people are bashing that before, like, but it does look more like the G1 toy, if you remember that. So
I like this train. The train looks really good, actually. I'm digging that. What's the size of this one right here? Is it like Voyagers?
It is leader, this one.
Okay.
So yeah, it is. I think that's the guy in the back, like the leader, Dinobot for some reference, but it's still. But the leaders have shrunk too, so they're basically like Voyager size now. So the train, I mean the shuttle mode. This shuttle mode was like this old version was really crucified because it was like really like what input in the back. It was really like.
It's like really kind of like oddly engineered and just kind of squared off and stuff. It didn't really flow very well. But here's the thing, like triple changers, man, I don't care who does it. A third-party Fans Toys, Hasbro, it doesn't matter. One of the forms is always going to suffer, no matter what.
And they're not that easy to engineer. I mean, it's a triple changer. It's it's one thing going from robot to one vehicle, but now you're turning it from one vehicle into another vehicle, and it just kind of the engineering is tough. Kudos to all the companies that can do it, but this is Hasbro right here. They do better.
Yeah,
and not only that, when you get a third, when you get a triple changer that's like completely off the wall in terms of what it goes into. Like this is a space shuttle that goes into an 1800 steam powered or coal powered whatever locomotive. Like two worlds that don't exist at the same time. In time, in space, or anything like that. Right? That it has to go from one of those to another, and also represent a giant robot.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I
said,
don't see how the Constructicons can fit in here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Map shifting. I know. It's just like what? Yeah, and triple changer. Yeah, I mean, it's just always one thing suffers. It's just it's just how anemic those robot legs look is just odd to me. But hey everyone in chat. Yeah, I know it's hard to pay for the stuff when it's huge waffles and it just looks like, is it awful as waffles or is it freaking sweet?
Now, here's the thing though. This is what I want to know though. Like, shouldn't we be
AMC,
supporting Hasbro though, just because they are the parent company, right? We do want them to do good. Otherwise, they're not going to be coming out with anything else and then providing ideas to other people and stuff like that. So, like, nonetheless, support Hasbro as much as you can because they are the parent company of the toys that we actually love.
I don't think that's accurate because if they got into trouble, say financially, they would start selling everything off. And then Mattel would end up buying Transformers or, Playmates or whatever the case would be. And they would start making Transformers. So I don't necessarily think that you should support Hasbro because they're the parent company of it. I think if anything, support the franchise and vote with your wallet. Like if you don't like this Astro Train and you like the Siege one better, go find the Siege one. If it's like I said, vote with your wallet with that. Show Hasbro that you're unhappy with it and you force them to do better,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a mixture too because I like Hasbro. Always did the old stuff and some of the newer stuff. Yeah, they don't always hit, but I mean, I do like this. I'm still like cheering for them at times because like if you do like a figure, buy it because they do good. This Kranix is a good case of like doing really well, especially the side. Like it's clean as hell, and it turns into that weird thing from the comic, like the Marvel comic thing. I don't care what it turns into at the end of the day, but it's a good Kranix from the movie. Never got that figure, so I really like the look of it.
I like the fact that they even released it, even attempted Kranix. Because anyway, any fan of the OG movie knows who Kranix is and his people, but we never got to see them in toy form. I would get it, but I would definitely keep it in robot mode because that weird bird plane thing, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's odd. At least it does something. Like, what are they gonna really do? Who cares? No one even cares about the transformation, anyways. Really, with Kranix. So, but it's clean. Like I said, that side view is impressive. Actually,
yeah. Do they still have the red line?
They know that just fell off because they were horrible. This is way better than the red.
Well, no. My point was like this probably would have fit better in that line instead of giving him like this weird.
No, that line sucked though. Like they were terrible.
I know. Yeah. But my point is like making this an Action Master instead of giving him that really weird duck jet thing, like
duck jet.
Yeah, he did turn into this though in that comic thing, like the Marvel character thing.
Yeah, I know, but like I don't know.
I know the plastic will be better. Like I said, like those red line. Like I understand the idea of the red line should have been better. Like they should have done like a line with the human characters that were better plastic and all that. Right, that would be fine. But they just don't do that.
I'm getting texts, and this is for the people who don't know. They're asking about Redline and what it is. Definitely asking for a friend, not for myself.
Yeah, it was just a subline they made where the characters are made of this gummy rubber and they didn't transform. They're basically like Action Masters, like from back in the day, Transformers. You could just pose like Marvel Legends, but the thing was the plastic on it was so bad, like a gummy rubber, right?
Yeah,
it was just crap. Like,
gotcha.
And they did the main people like Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, all at a scale, and it was just like, okay, it's cool, but it's like they should have done characters like Kranix, like maybe the Spike and Sparkplug, like the guy in the wheelchair, all that stuff. They should have done characters like that, like you actually that you need for the line, right?
All right, let me tell my friend that real fast, because he wants to know a little bit more about that.
And then they got this guy just in hand images of Wind Charger,
Power Glide.
Sorry, God, I'm losing it. Yeah, Power Glide says right there. So
this is dope. I like I like the head.
Do you remember? Did you watch a lot of the G1 show, E-Man?
Yeah. I did. That's so funny.
I think what this figure should come with, since they did a Trax, they should, and a Sunstreaker, it should also come with the 2 Hollywood masks for Sunstreaker and Trax as well, to kind of make up for the fact that they didn't come with those masks. So now if you have those figures, you can put the mask with them.
Yeah, who knows?
But I think overall, I think Powerglide looks pretty decent here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh, he looks great, I think.
Like I said, like when they do it right lately, they've done it right. And like I said, I bought some of the newer stuff, and the plastics have been a lot better. Like I can't believe like the characters' arms are tight, the joints are great compared to like a few years back. So, but yeah, it's hit or miss still, right? It is preference. So, did you see this? Are you a fan of this at all, you man? Like even
I am a very big fan of Evangelion. I love the 90s show. It was such a twisted show. Great animation. I loved everything about it. When they re-released it, I was like, it kind of felt like when George Lucas re-released Star Wars again. It was kind of like, it was unnecessary, and some like the upgrades, I'm like, it didn't really add to the show, but just the craziness of the show was absolutely wonderful. And then hearing that there's going to be a follow-up series to it, I'm excited for. I saw this. I'm a big Evangelion fan, and it's ugly in truck mode, and I want it. It's ugly, but I want this, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Unit 1 Shinji. Yeah, it's cool. Like the thing I like about it, it's like now seeing it, like, because some of the other pictures I saw looked a little cheaper, but it is actually looking pretty good here. For one of these, like, whatever they are, when they mash them up together kind of thing.
What's a trip is how compact he looks in truck mode.
I know.
Versus his robot mode. And I like how in robot mode it still kind of has a feel of an Ava. And tall and skinny, linky, and I dig that. I dig that.
Yeah, and the big shoulder pieces work well. Like, and the axe, it's cool. Yeah, I know. I always love that show too. It's just the original version. And then what's his name? Gary Clark, the voice of like Optimus Primal. He just with his cancer, basically how do you say it? Remission now, so that's good to hear, right? I mean, we've lost so many people in the last few years and it was an experimental drug I think he was doing too. So chemotherapy from Canada. So thank God we still have him, because that's epic, that guy.
With a lot of
Canadian.
Yeah, he is Canadian. Right?
He's up north. He's with you guys. That's right.
Sure. Yeah.
That's with a lot of epic losses that we've had already going into March. It's only 2026. There was a lot of, there's a lot of bad news that happened out there. Hearing this right here is actually an absolutely wonderful news. Gary was a part of many adults' childhood. To see and hear him beating stage 4 cancer, that's remarkable. And I got a question actually to bring up about Gary, and that's, should he voice Optimus in the Energon Universe cartoon? Why not? And that's
cool.
Something to think about.
I'm always down for him as Optimus. He's great. Like I said, Optimus Beast Wars, like that just holds a crazy part of my heart. So good to hear that. Just some good news for once, some happy news. And then the Zoids. They took pictures of the Zoids Optimus Prime. It's different. I don't know. Shield of Prime. It is by Takara. It's not so, but not Hasbro, right? But I don't know who this is exactly for. But
I remember.
I think this looks. I'm not like the biggest Zoids fan, right? I like the cartoon we got in the States in late 90s, early 2000s, whatever it was. I enjoyed that, but I don't really have anything from it. But this looks dope as hell.
Yeah.
An Optimus Prime with a giant lion chest on him and stuff, just, I don't know. There's something about the overall design here looks really, really cool. Maybe it looks a little like Lio Convoy, and that's probably what attracts me to it, like in the feet and the legs and stuff.
Yeah, I never wanted to build Zoids myself, but I did find them cool as a kid,
Yeah.
I did too. I'm not a Zoids collector. I do remember them, and I'm a sucker for crossovers. I really am. I think this looks great. In my opinion, in its animal vehicle mode, I feel like this looks better than the Evangelion one. But I still get both.
Yeah. No, this like transfers a lot more. It's more original in that sense, because that other one's like a Hasbro repaint, I think, and this is their own thing. Oh, sorry, this is their own thing they engineered, right, Takara?
Yeah.
So that's super cool. Yeah, these crossovers, that's the word I was trying to say. I'm just such a dodo head sometimes. But it looks good. There's some leaks or whatever, some more repaints coming out. Where are they? Yeah, what is that? What is that Gal or that Megatron from Armada from? Again, input.
That's the oh damn it. I did a custom of him too.
Mega Zarak. Something.
Mega Zarak, yeah. There you go. That was a God, what was he? I think he was originally a BotCon figure of the Armada Megatron. He was a recolor of that. Cool. And really expensive figure on the aftermarket now. But I will say this, you know, if they actually release it, there's going to be a lot of happy people that don't have to spend the amount of money that original figure goes for.
Yeah. No one like that they're doing all these BotCon ones. It's cool. And then yeah, I guess that 2-pack, like if it comes with the Earth Mirage and all that, people will be happy too, because the aftermarket prices of some of those guys are just insane.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. But yeah, lots of stuff coming out. You can check it out yourselves. And then yeah, this Tyrant Toys. I thought this was already released at one point. It's just
that's Star Saber.
Yeah, but wasn't it already released?
Somebody, I don't know if it was Tyrant Toys, but somebody did release a Star Saber, third-party Star Saber that looked really, really close to this. And he's very off model here. Like the design is very episode 1, like when he's of Victory, when he's walking through the old Western town or whatever. It's very much on, that design, which was off model. So
yeah, Iron Trans, maybe.
Iron Trans. Thank you, Big M. But I don't know. Any Star Saber love is good love, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love to see him. E-Man, did you ever follow like Victory or any of the Japanese Transformers?
I didn't, and it's not because I don't want to. Matter of fact, it really sparks a big thing in me because I really love Japanese mech anime.
Yeah.
But of course, the language barrier and whatnot. I knew it was there, but I just couldn't watch it. But I know there's it's online now. There's pretty good translations. I actually want to go in and dive into Victory and that series right there because the Star Saber design to me is beautiful. I know nothing about this. This specific character. I know about the one from the Armada series, but I also knew that took traits from the original. I want to know more about Star Saber because I do want to collect him and I do want him in my collection because I like that Japanese mech anime style.
Yeah, and he's kind of modeled after Gundam, I think, one of the first Gundams too. Like in a way, like he's it's just that's the thing too about the Japanese stuff. Like when you see it, like you have no idea what it is, especially me even a few years ago, and then you see it and you just like your interest goes even deeper. Like, oh, that looks so cool, it's so different. I want to learn about that, right? And they talked about getting like some of Fundimation or something to voice Victory, like do a redo of Victory and make it like I think even like update some of the graphics or just like make it more HD or whatever, but like it's still like you never hear any news on it. You just hear that they might be doing it, they might do this, right?
Yeah, Victory's always kind of been the one that I don't know how to put this. Like Victory's always been the one that Takara's like, we're gonna remake Transformers, and then everyone's like, which one? The most popular one, Victory. And then everyone gets excited. I think they say that to gauge excitement.
Yeah. And then nothing happens.
And then when that excitement meter hits like above 80%, I think they'll finally do it. But every time they announce it, it hits like 65%.
Yeah.
They wait like 3 or 4 years and then they announce it. Hey guys, don't forget we're doing that Victory remake.
They'll come happily. So yeah, and then I got a couple other quick things to go through. This is cool. They're re-releasing like that Super Boo or whatever, right? And the Cell's cool. They never done the Cell. I like the second form Cell, but yeah, like I'm definitely do you collect anything like this, E-Man? Like a SH figure arts of any sort or anything?
This I don't, for sure. I don't. Not speaking ill about it. It's just not in my not in my interest, but it's not because I'm not interested. I hope that makes sense.
Did you ever like Dragon Ball though, or anything?
Oh yeah. It's funny because like I actually back in the 90s, my cousin used to rent all the Dragon Ball Z from like this Japanese video store in San Francisco, and we did not know what they were saying, and we would just make up our own voices and storylines and had a good time with it. But and I did watch some of the Dragon Ball Z series when it translated to English. But I never went back and like completed everything.
Super fan. Yeah, for here it was just like a boom in the 90s for us. So
I remember
on TV.
I used to watch. We had a channel here called the International Channel, and if I remember, it was like channel 70, 76, something like in that range or whatever.
Yeah.
And Cartoon Network was showing the beginning of the Cell Saga, where he's like bug form right here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching it on the International Channel, and they were on the Cell games. They were, 50 episodes ahead or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't understand any of it because it wasn't subtitled or anything.
Yeah.
And but people would come up to me at school, and because they didn't know, they were like, "Oh man, well, what happens? What happens?" I'm like, "Well, they redo like the fighting tournament from like Dragon Ball," and they're like, "No way, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's with Cell, and he's like his third form, and like Vegeta almost dies, and it's like."
Yeah, I know. Same with, I remember getting the mangas as a kid or something and skimming through or seeing stuff online, and it was like, whoa, what the hell's happening later? You'd see a clip, you're like, whoa, this is weird. This is like I don't know, these Mondo figures, I'm not sure how I feel about them. They're like 8 inches tall usually, right? They're
I think they're 12.
I think this is a limited edition run, and this is that weird from the show, like the lesbians shit, but I mean, it's they look.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know.
How do you really feel, Danny?
Just irritated me at the time, but I try my best at exception. But
and I heard that the HBO show was really good, like really well written, just very very NC-17.
Yeah, very out there. But yeah, it's good. These character designs I love from this show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty good. Like, I mean, they're silly. Like, more in action, maybe they don't convert as bad as the figures are kind of bland, but in the show, it's very exciting, right? But yeah, the Mondo stuff. Did you even like any of that stuff and put like the Spider-Man Mondo stuff, like from the show, like the amazing?
I liked what I saw of it. I don't have any of it because I don't. I don't know, man. They're
the scale.
It's the scale, right? That always throws me off.
Mm-hmm.
But also the price for that scale.
Yeah.
I don't really see like the value of it. Plus, they're 12-inch scale figures, and Spider-Man doesn't have like butterfly joints, and he doesn't have like I don't feel like a Spider-Man, he doesn't have the articulation that he should, or stuff like that. But I think they look really good, and I think they come with a bunch of stuff, and that's really cool. Like accessory-wise and stuff.
The stuff they come with is cool. Like, lots of accessories. Like some of the this stuff isn't as posable, these ones, but yeah, I know at least they come with a lot. So, and then these are. Sorry, what were you gonna say, man?
I do like how Harley's built too. Like she's not too skinny. In like. That form right there. She's her belly, like this is a really good representation.
Yeah, that's what I like too. The little chunk on her. It's like she's looking good.
It's very human looking.
Very
realistic looking. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Still very cartoonish, but it gives that realism, almost relatable.
Yeah. They feel like almost like in cosplay, or like their bodies feel more real. So
I mean, I'm not a woman, so I really wouldn't be able to say that, but I will still say relatable because she looks human.
No, she's human, darling. She's human. You could be, but and then these are kind of cool. Like input to the custom of the guy on the left, the 2099 Venom.
Yeah,
they're finally doing these characters. I like these ones more than those Mofex ones or whatever, because like their arms, like some of the Spider-Man arms are so skinny on the Mofex ones or whatever.
This is the Mafex stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was different. I thought it was I guess it is Mafex. I'm losing my mind. But how come? Like, you know what I mean? Those ones I had with the Spider-Mans, their arms were like sticks.
Well, so Spider-Man, so the Mafex. Okay, I'll break it down a little bit, right? So like Mafex, when they made that Spider-Man figure and they did like the Carnage and the Venom and stuff, they were going for true 1/6 scale. And Spider-Man in the books, Peter Parker, is 5'10", 180 pounds. He's not a big guy by any. He's just an average looking guy with like, like a runner's build type of body type, if you will, right? Maybe some lightweight workout, whatever. And then Venom and Carnage being slightly bigger than Spider-Man, and then Venom being slightly bigger than Spider-Man. That all works. Like those three figures in scale with one another work really, really well. The problem is like when you take them out of their three and you put Carnage next to, say, like their Batman, it kind of looks a little, I don't want to say off scale, but it doesn't lend itself very well. But I think overall it all kind of meshes really well. That makes sense.
No, I was thinking, who was I thinking of? I was thinking of the other one that did the Scarlet Spider with the cell shading. Or I mean, I think it's Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, SH Figure Arts did one recently based off of the From the Spider-Verse movie.
Do you have your guy, your custom?
Oh yeah, the Venom custom.
Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, you did that a while ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Because the head, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is the Venom, the Tom Hardy, Hasbro Venom, whatever, from the Venom movie they did. Cool. And the chest, I just sculpted the chest and sculpted. I used the head that it had and just sculpted the white symbiote stuff on him on the head and just painted the eyes. Really simple, basic.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Custom, and then I just painted the spider logo in the head.
Nice.
I was like, I've never seen that in Tom Hardy's. Wait a minute, what is this? And then you're explaining that you did that. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, and it's 2000. Yeah, like I said, 2020 or 2000. Yeah,
2099. Yeah, and I did it. I was like super stoked about getting that Spider-Man 2099 Mafex figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man. And then they showed the prototype. I'm jumping ahead, but I was really excited about the 2099 when I got him. I was like, man, I need somebody to go with him. So I did two. I did two 2099 characters, and I was gonna do more, but I really couldn't find like a base body that I liked. But anyway, I did a Hulk 2099, and then I did the Venom 2099,
that's cool.
And just to kind of help world build that Mafex figure a little bit. And then something like 2 weeks later at like Tokyo Toy, whatever it was, some Tokyo Toy event, they showed that Mafex showed their Venom 2099, like their prototype. And I was like, I just lost it. I was like, yes, let's go.
You're a 2099 fan, Input?
Yeah, I love 2099. Like that is like my 90s edgelord. Right there.
Edgelord time. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's it for the news for now. What Ian, did you want to show anything or any pickups or any?
Is this show and tell time?
Yeah.
Show and tell? Real fast
show.
Input. You saying that you like 2090. When I was on my friend Rob's show, the Only Slabs, Rob is actually a very big 2099 fan himself, and he tries to collect everything 2099. I don't think he's trying to get like any of the newer stuff, but like definitely, like you said, from the 90s, like that's his shit right there. And he's just like, 2099. Anything 2099 he tries to get.
Yeah,
it is cool.
Yeah, I get that. I'm kind of the same way, right? Like they did Ghost Rider 2099 like as an omnibus.
Oh yeah,
It's like off like 50, 60 issues, whatever it is. But they did different covers. And I was just like, for like 2 weeks, I was antagonized. I was like, oh my God, which cover do I want? I can't. I don't really want both because I don't want, it's like redundant. But like, I was like, which one do I want? For like 2 weeks.
You want all of them. That's what you want. You're a collector. Get them all. Every single one. Forget bills. Forget rent. Forget food. Eat ramen. Collect what you want.
It's a crap.
Forget everything. Email, what you got? Like, I know you got some.
I got some stuff that I don't think I've shown on any streams just yet. Right. So over winter, just before Christmas, I get an email from Magic Square, and Magic Square is like, hey, you guys, we have some extra one of these. This is the signature version. If you guys want, hop in on this. We're only gonna have 20 of these left. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me go ahead and hop on this one right here real fast. So I ended up getting that Magic Square
yeah.
Light of Peace, the MSO2EX. This is the
That's
signature
cool.
series. So apparently this is signed by the person who actually designed like the Magic Square toys.
Oh wow.
So, and it's a trip because I'm looking around for information on, I'll call them an artist, on this artist,
Yeah.
and I can't find anything on them. And it's to a point where I kind of want to find out who they are exactly and get them on stream and talk to them and
Yeah.
just have an interview. Just be like, dude,
Yeah.
like we need to know like what's going on. But apparently they have a very, very low social media footprint. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of smart. So that way Hasbro doesn't go after you. But still though, like I would love to talk to you, you know?
Yeah, some of those guys with third party stuff too, their presence they use altered names, and there's only so much, or they switch it up, and it's just like, ugh, you know.
We're not gonna fall into that right there. So Danny, are you part of the Transformer Underground also on Facebook? That page where they raffle off? You are?
Yeah.
So I actually ended up winning this off of one of their games. So I got this.
No way.
Yeah, so I got this
Cool.
reflector, you know, third
That's
party.
cool. I've never
reflector.
played any of that because I'm like, I don't need more stuff. But I mean, it's cool that they do
Is
that.
that Mech Fans Toys?
No, this is yes,
Smaller,
actually, it is Mech Fan Toys.
Oh, it is? Oh yeah.
That entire line of Transformers, that company, they did really, really good for their price and everything.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Really good stuff.
I cracked this open this morning just to take a couple of photos, of the camera. Right? And I was like, oh, they're like Iron Factory size and thickness, and they're cool. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed this. So I'm going to do a proper unboxing of these two figures in the future. I'm trying to commit to like one video a week now.
Okay.
You know, because I just ended the Temu Transformers thing. So I'm going to try to commit to like one video a week of something, an unboxing, you know, something along those lines. So like with the Transformers, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with those unboxings.
Yeah, Temu video blew up too, right?
It was so fun to make. I just didn't even think people were like, I was just, it's funny because like I give credit to my girlfriend for that, you know, and this was again, like just before Christmas, and we were watching Temu videos, you know, like people getting, you know, duped. And I was like, maybe I should make like Transformer Temu videos. And she looks at me like, she side-eyed me. She's like, I'm surprised you haven't already. I'm like, let's do it. So I just, you know, created my first season, and it apparently people really enjoyed those videos. So like,
obviously,
for anyone who watched this, huge thank you. Like I just 5 years on YouTube, like I didn't even think it was going to be like that. So like
that's cool. Yeah, and it's like different angle. It's newer, like especially the Transformers part. So anything like that really works usually.
Yeah, and of course, like I would get like third party. You can get like knockoffs of knockoffs, because the last video I got was like a Bruticus-ish type of figure, and I thought it was still pretty cool, you know. So it was still fun, you know. Another one that I won.
Oh, that's
Transformer Underground. Like I don't have an MP44, so this is the closest thing I'm gonna have to an MP44. You know, and when I won this one, I was super, super, super happy. I've already opened it just to kind of look at it, but I want to do a proper unboxing of the MPG 12.
That Shattered Glass Prime is hype.
And of course, you know, I got the Magic Square one. So like I gotta do the side by side.
That Magic Square one is lit though. I like that.
I love Magic Square, and I'll say that Magic Square is my favorite because that's kind of like where I started. But I'm also not going to be like, oh, they're the best. Nothing can beat Magic Square. You know, no. I'm open to seeing what other companies can do. I'm not going to be like closed-minded and be like, I'm only collecting Magic Square because they're the fantastic and they are the... No. I'm going to collect things that capture my eye, and if they're good, they're good. If they're not, you know. I got some comic books here that I do want to show you guys. Are you guys good with this?
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah.
Transformer related. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, this show can be anything. So
so like I went ahead and what I love doing is
hey, Dad bought Walker. Thanks for listening.
I really enjoy, you know, seeing artists, and you know, I like commissioning artists and be like, hey, look, do I like your art? Could you do me a Transformer cover? And I've reached out to several artists about doing stuff for me. So I ended up winning this one too.
Oh wow. That's cool.
I won this one too.
Sick. I love the doors because sometimes they don't do the doors on Jazz like that. I know Input like
Jazz has wings.
Yeah, and he's dope, and it has that very Gundam look to it. So I reached out to this artist. I was like, could you basically, can you give me like your rendition of that?
Mhm.
So here's a 1 of 1.
Oh wow!
that Jazzy right
Wow, the
there.
custom. That's sick. Yeah, I love when
Yeah.
you do these, man. This is always fun to have you on the channel. You always bring some unique flair. So
I love that. I love doing this. I
That's
just like,
cool.
oh, dude, you're an art. And a lot of these, here's the trip. Here's the thing. A lot of the artists, if you talk to them to kind of feel them out, stuff like that, dude, they'll charge you like less than $100. A lot of them are just trying to
Oh
get their art
wow,
out.
that's
They're just
cheap.
trying to get their art out. Like, oh, dude, yeah, I would love to do this. And I'm not here like saying, can you
Oh,
just do $80? No,
Yeah,
pay the artist what they say that they want, because it is their art, it is their time. You pay them for their time. You reached out to them because of their art. If they say $150 and you want it, pay it.
Yeah.
Don't try to swindle them.
No.
And I don't like that. This guy right here also has like a couple of actual like published covers with Marvel and DC. This guy's name is Andy Dusso. I don't know if I showed it on here before, but this is
I don't think so.
his chibi version
Oh wow.
of Predaking with several different robots behind him. This is supposed to be kind of like a what's it called? Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
It's supposed to be
That's
kind of
cool.
Game of Thrones-ish right there. So
Heads on this. Yeah.
this is pretty dope. Andy Dusso is the artist name. And then this is another Transformer artist. Like I've seen him posting, and my buddy was like, dude, like you need to reach out to him. And I was like, I really love the Kang Toys Predaking.
Mhm.
Like I want to give you an idea, but I want your style to it. He's like, I got you. So this guy right here is Dustin Price, and I want to say that he's posted on a couple of the same Facebook pages we're on, Danny.
Yeah,
This
that
is-
Price guy. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I think you showed me another thing of his art before, didn't you? Have another one? Or-
I
No?
want to say
know.
maybe
Maybe I've seen this one, but yeah, this is legit. That's so cool. That one, like,
there it is.
yeah, like that's insane, man. That's freaking amazing.
So much like
Damn.
detail to it. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Damn.
And then this is the final one I'm going to show today because I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. This guy's actually done work for Spawn. So he's done work with Todd McFarlane right here. And he's from here in the Bay Area. His name is Don Aguilio, and he's done a lot of stuff for DC Pride and everything. Fantastic artist. And I was like, hey man, I'm putting this Magic Square Bruticus together. He's like, I got you. So he gave me a black and white Bruticus.
Oh yeah, that one was sick. I remember that. Yeah,
that's
right
awesome.
Here. Daddy Botwalker asks that. Where do you get the cases for your comics?
I'm glad that you asked that. So head on over to. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be like. Is it okay if we do sponsored segments here? Because, so I actually am sponsored through a company called Comic Capsule. Head on over to comiccapsule.com. You can actually use my code EMAN10 for 10% off. Right now, I think you have until tomorrow. And you can get 15% off the purple, red, and pink comic capsules. Unfortunately, you can't use the promos together. But head over to comiccapsule.com, enter EMAN10 as a promo, and you'll get 10% off your order. And I love these things. I absolutely love these. They come in different colors. They come in like 8 different colors now. And I love them because like you can hang them on the wall. I use them for my Instagram. They look beautiful. They're UV protected. I think they're much better than top loader. And if you don't want to spend the money on getting your comic book slabbed, put it in a comic capsule. Is one of the best ways to do it.
Capsules, yeah, kind of look that up. That's cool. Yeah, they look hella cool, and they're different colors.
Different colors. Yeah, exactly. I literally have every single one of them just because I love them. I've loved them since they first came out. I believed in them since they first came out. I've been posting it, and they're like, you know what? Let's work together. So we have a nice little thing where they sponsor me, and it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah, they look good. I have a couple things I guess I could show off. I haven't got much, so let's do it quickly. But I opened this anime figure I got recently. She's pretty cool. Light's a little weird, but yeah, super posable. Came with like a trench coat and all this other stuff. Just one of those ones, but of course I took all the clothes off as much as possible. I think that this Nico Robin like demon from One Piece.
What?
Pretty cool.
That's dope. That's big.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah,
that's a size to it.
Yeah, she's got a nice size to her. So yeah, it's really cool though. Like it wasn't even that expensive too. So I was like, oh, that's cool, right? And that's part of the new part of One Piece that was coming out. And I got these, just the classified figures I picked up. Yeah, I'm still buying a lot of these for some reason. Viper's cool. This figure I want like to open one, but the Night Viper or whatever, they do a good job.
What's cool about some of the G.I. Joe figures that are coming out right now, a comic book artist by the name of John Zhang actually has some of his art in the package or the box art of these G.I. Joes. And they sell out. Yeah, they sell out pretty fast too, because he's pretty well known in the comic community. It is so dope. It's so cool to see him.
Shows us another from Nikki, because I've been all about the Nikki now. Like the figures, it's like a game with these weird women, right? But yeah, they're pretty intense. They come with so many accessories. So I got a few of them now. The Nickies. This one's open that I have right here. It's like one of those weird games or tap to play. But the figures look cool. The characters are cool. I got some of the cards I've been collecting as well. So
is that like a card game? Is that a video game?
Yeah, it's a video online, like just a little weird cell phone game. And then they've done cards too, like collector cards from it's that Union Arena series that does like Demon Slayer and a whole bunch of stuff. So I mean, they're just fun, right? I've got some good pulls in there. Bart's gotten insane into like he's spent so much money lately on Magic cards. We bought like a few $1,000s worth of like those Magic Spider-Man cards. They're not even that popular, but he's trying to get all the Spider-Man. He opened so many packs. He did finally get some of those shiny Spider-Mans that were worth money, but oh my God, watching someone like just cards are scary, man. When I see someone do that, I'm like, oh God, I don't like cards too much.
Yeah. When Magic released the Final Fantasy ones, I was it took every single piece of energy within me to stay away from it, because I love Final Fantasy. I named my daughter after a Transformer and a Final Fantasy character. That's how much I love these properties. And I'm like, I need to stay away from that. That's going to cost me a lot of money. And I'm like, but to all these card collectors, it's like, why are you collecting? Are you collecting to flip? Are you collecting as a completionist, or are you really playing the game? And the ones who are actually playing the game are the ones I personally would listen to most, because they're actually using the cards for what they are meant to be, and that's to be played. And
I know. If that's cool. That's why, for me, I am one of those people that's collect it not to resell, but just to collect it to, like, I guess, completionist, or just to collect it for the art. I like the art, but Bart, my boyfriend, he loves to play too. So he loves to like get everything. He really loves to play. Like he's old school D&D guy. I'm always yelling at him in the background, like nerd or whatever, right? But it's like, I'm just kidding, but like I just get him going, right? But it's like, he loves that stuff. He even invented board games before. So he's like, he's really into all that, which is cool, right?
And those are like different levels of geek that I respect 100%. Magic the Gathering, D&D players, like that's a level of nerddom that is so cool, because it's been around for so long, but it's also something I know I don't have time for.
Exactly.
And if I did have time for it, it would be game over. Just like it would be all bad.
Totally. Yeah, even what Neo Venom says here, like I was collecting every classified figure too. I slowed down. I'm just picking like some, and I'll get some of the characters that come out that aren't as popular. You can get them cheaper later. So I've been doing that because like if you just collect classified, maybe you could do it. But when you collect like third party anime, like Transformers, all this stuff, Marvel Legends, it's just like it's impossible to like get everything right now almost. And then you can't enjoy it either, right? Like that's the thing. Like you buy all this shit, you got like 100 new figures at once. It's hard to enjoy anything. I used to like it, when you just can actually enjoy what you bought, right?
And you know what? I was thinking about that very recently too, Danny. Like a lot of us adult collectors, we collect to enjoy, but what are we enjoying out of it, right? We're getting them, we're putting them up on our shelves, and that's it. How are we enjoying them? So for me, I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I actually truly enjoy posing them and taking pictures, toy photography, and I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna be here like I'm the best. Say, well, look at my Instagram page. I do fantastic toy photography. No, not at all.
Hey,
but
David.
I do enjoy doing that. So like, I'm like, all right. So I would bring out a couple of different pieces and put them together, pose them, snap pictures, and just kind of make this whole thing about it. So that way I can post it on my Instagram. And that's what I enjoy doing. And that's a good way for me to say, hey, look, I got these figures. I am playing with them. I am putting them back. And then I'm going to take them out again and play with them again in a different way,
Yeah.
And I want to encourage that to people who have toys. Take them out, play with them, take pictures, pose them, create a rock band if you want, create a K-pop band, have fun with it, because that is what we're supposed to do, is have fun with our collection.
Totally. Input too. He's always been the one too, like even beyond me, like he's like, I don't do it as much at all, but he's always was like doing the shorts. And as soon as he got a new figure or toy, like you'd see like a whole bunch of pictures, like, and he'd be playing with it, posing it, like really dramatic pose. He just even texted me some crazy pose with something, and I'd laugh, and I was like, man, no one, like, when Input's one of the people that really enjoys his toy when he gets it. Like, it's like, wow, that's the old school way,
Yeah. And that's what we should keep doing. I really hope that we do see more of that. I really want to see everyone enjoying their toys. That's why I started following a lot of toy photographers, because I'm like, oh, I didn't know my toy can do that. Let me go ahead and post it.
Right.
Oh shit, it broke.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, like,
I'm gonna blame this photographer for this one right here.
I know. If Input looked closer, I'd be calling him up, being like, "Yo, come pose this shit so I look cool, man."
Just remember, take your picture from a low angled position, and they always look badass.
Yeah.
Put them in a walking pose with that angle. They always look badass.
And then put your camera like in wide angle to bring out the 0.5 wide angle. So my camera that I'm using right now, I actually have a mirrorless camera, and I have a wide angle lens for this one. I'm using a different lens because my son's actually borrowing the wide angle. But yeah, learning stuff like that, what Input said, low angle, wide angle, shoot up. I'm learning a lot of things, and it's really, really, really fun to do. And I'm still playing with my toys. See, look, we get it.
Totally. When you bring it all together, because I have a background in film, and Input used to do still does, but stop motion. Like, it's like when you have, like, you understand framing and lighting and angles. Like, when you bring it all together and you're playing with the toy, there's something, something real special comes out. And shorts are a good way to get out there. Like I was putting out shorts too, like of toys and stuff and mixtures, and like it was getting like, when they were getting thousands of views, and then it actually showed like you got like 6, 7, 8, 9 new subscribers, new people. It's just cool that it actually reaches people more, right?
Yeah it definitely reaches a different group of people. I'm realizing that when I was doing comic book content, it was just kind of like here and there. It was just friends supporting. But when I switched to Transformers, it was completely different. But when I still continued doing my shorts in the comic book fandom, like I would still get like the comic book fans coming in. So I'm like, all right, I'm starting to figure out at least where I belong in this YouTube bubble.
Yeah.
So like now I'm going to start. I'm not going to start, but all of my like comic book unboxes, like I have I have like 7 packages. I have 7 of these I need to unbox. In here somewhere is also like not a custom, but there's also a special Skywarp cover that I haven't even shown yet. I'm like itching to show that. And I'm like, all right, how am I going to do this? So I'm realizing that a lot of the comic book people don't mind like the shorts and the reels. So I'm going to just unbox them in shorts and reels and then display them. And then on Instagram, I'll snap a picture of it.
Yeah.
So it is a game, but it also tells you where I didn't even know it was a creative until I started learning how to edit. So it allows the creative juices to flow, and I like that. It gives me another hobby that I can kind of mix in. It's really cool.
And you've done a lot, because you've done the thing where like your Transformers do work well for people, but you're like, it's still early enough that you're like, you know what I mean? You brought out to other things. Because me too, like I got pigeonholed in the ways for Transformer stuff because I tried to do something else and it just tanked, and it's like it just got to that point where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna put the effort in there for that now, because it's like I'm kind of just where I am. So but yeah, it's good, like if when you're building it, like if you got comics, Transformers, like you want to be able to do more, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely want to be able to be as successful with one as I am with the other. I'm not going to drop one completely, because that's where I started. It just tells me that, okay, cool, I have twice as many things as I can talk about. But I also, because of time, kids, family, whatnot, I can only commit to making like one long form video a week. So, and it's just timing, but it's, the most important thing about this is have fun, collect, have fun, play with your toys, have fun, do YouTube, have fun. Don't stress, do you.
Totally. And that's what Dad said. He just started his YouTube, or Dad bought. It's funny. Last month I started a YouTube channel. or yeah, still have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, like E-Man said, and just have fun, you know, do it like whatever. Don't follow, you know, be yourself. Try to be as original as you can, and just do what makes you happy. Show what you want to show. You know, it's good to have somewhat of a niche because it brings people in. But you know, just do you. You know,
And that for that, Dad Bot Walker gets a follow. I follow you.
nice. Yeah, I'll follow him too. Actually, how do you?
Because why not? And eventually, like, here's another thing, right? If there's something you don't agree with, and you know, unfollow, you know. But it's all about supporting each other. We're all small content creators on here. We all got to support each other, you know.
Yeah,
and just be there for each other.
And I love different people's opinions. Yeah, if it's too extreme, yeah, some people you gotta be careful. But like, you know, for the most part, like what people do, I love people for being individuals and what they love. So especially when you keep it nerdy, keep it fun, keep it geeky, it's like we can all get along in that area, you know.
And that's the thing, keep it fun. That's important, you know. And as long as it's the thing that you really want to watch too, you know, be real with yourself too, you know. Just be honest and be like, oh, yeah, you know, cool. I like a couple of videos, but you know, it's not my thing. But be honest about it too, you know.
Yeah, of course. And what are you getting into? Oh, there's Dadbot Walker subscribed as well. So yeah, I was gonna say, man, what are you getting into? Like, what's your next big things, or what are you doing? Like any?
So what's going on now with the channel is, well, I still have some, like I said, I've shown you guys the boxes, so I'm going to do some more unboxings, and that's what I need to focus on with these this next month or so. But I'm also working on creator, not creator, but oh my god, I'm blanking out. Interviews of like social media presence, you know, interviews of people in the communities, both in the comic book and in the Transformer community. So I have like 8 interviews lined up. So I have like a season of interviews to do. I've already recorded a few, which I'm currently editing, and I'm going to try to release them once a week. Also, again, you know, just try to keep that once a week profile, but do it at a pace that's comfortable for me. I have them here on the hard drive ready to go, and some of them I'm editing through. And this interview, it's recorded, so there's no live audience. It's just me and the guest. And I'm trying, and I know it's going to sound cheesy, but I'm trying to kind of model it in the way of like Hot Ones, you know, that chicken wing show. You know, but without the chicken wings, you know, it's asking questions, letting them talk, bringing up a lot of screenshots, you know, just getting to the point and editing it down. You know, I tell everyone this conversation is going to be about an hour long, but expect the show itself to be maybe about 20, maybe 25 minutes long, just to kind of cut out like all the extra stuff.
Totally. Yeah, and make it more production, like the production element to it, right? Because that's good. Like it just, you know, tightens it up, especially when you're interviewing people on that kind of level, right? It's just because, you know, live streams are fun, but it's like it's more just like organic and a little bit more just rambly, right?
Hangouts like right this, it's hangouts. We're all hanging out, we're having a good time, you know, open conversation, and that's cool. That's awesome. But when it comes down to, this is my opinion, I'm not saying that everyone else does it incorrectly. Everyone does their own thing. Hey, that's my boy Simon. What's going on? What I think matters is that when you do interview someone, you want to focus on them. I had problems in the past of interviewing people, talking over them. My ADHD was bad. So now this new show is just trying to teach. I'm trying to learn something from this show about myself also.
Totally. So, yeah. We and Ebba go way back. We were doing Tales of Teletran with interviews of people we didn't even post because it went so bad. So yeah. Happy Friday. So yeah, it's a learning experience, right? Yeah. And that's why it is good to record those ones. And then, like you said, you can trim it down, production value. It's a real interview, right? But when you're just chilling and hanging, it's nice to stream. But yeah, like you said, yeah, it's just a lot. But have you ever experienced a lot of burnout ever yet, man?
God, yeah. Okay. Discouragement. Why aren't people watching? You know, I've experienced that several times over the last 5 years of doing YouTube. I've wanted to quit several times. I wanted to be like, forget this, you know. But then, like, this is just me. Something within me was like, no, keep creating. You are doing something. You are learning something. I'm learning a new skill, you know, which, because of YouTube and because I started doing it, I actually can apply this to real life, because at my job, I also edit like training videos. And so that just makes me look better in the real world, but it also allows me to be creative, you know? So something within me was like, no, keep going. If you need a break, take a break, but you're going to come back to this because you have all these ideas in your head. And I'm now able to figure out, okay, what's the pacing? What can I do? How do I do XYZ? Learn, watch videos, make the next video different from the previous. And that's just kind of how my brain works now, because that's just what I want to do, you know? And so, yes, I've experienced burnout. And it's going to happen again. I know it's going to happen again in the future. I just need to realize, okay, like this is the time that I need to take for myself and just pull back, just take a couple of steps back. Something may cook in my brain and be like, hey, I got something, and get back into it. You know, I truly, truly enjoy editing, and I really want to learn more. So that way my videos in the future just look better. They look enticing. They look like something that you'd want to watch on a regular. So, and that's just kind of like how I'm looking at things right now.
Yeah, production value always helps. Like you said, learning, and you're always learning. It's good to adapt and enjoy. What about you? Input? What are, like, anything else coming up on you? Any projects or?
No, like I said in the beginning, if you guys want to see some shorts that show off some old toy gimmicks or just something I think's cool at the store. Other than that, I think truthfully, once I'm done, because I've been restoring the girlfriend's old Corolla, and that's been just eating up so much of my time with body work and paint and engine work and just everything that goes along with that. And I've been thinking about finally doing a second episode for that Batman stop motion that I did a year ago now. And kind of diving back into that, and because I have to wait for like I feel like that creative itch, right? Like I write everything down. This is something I was explaining to Raz, right? Like when I go for a run, and like I run every morning, and a song will come on. It'd be a random song. It doesn't matter what song it is. It'll be something, you know, Black or White by Michael Jackson will be on my playlist, and it'll just hit, right? And I'll be running, and as soon as I hear that opening chord, it's like this fight scene or like some, you know, like a diner scene or something like that just pops in my head, and it's like this 5-minute thing in my brain. And then, you know, when I get home, I start jotting things down, and like I start scripting things out, and you know, this 5-minute thing in my head goes to like a 15-minute episode, and I start like, it's like a spider web that works from, you know, the outside. It just spreads, you know. So I just write everything down. So I have a bunch of that stuff written down. And then when I did the Batman episode, I did like 3 episodes. I wrote 3 episodes down. So I'm hoping that once all this Corolla stuff is done, I can go back and just do some stop motion and stuff again. And hopefully episode 2 will happen.
Hold on. Input. Is it like one of the cool 80s and early 90s Corollas, like the drifting Corollas?
No, I sold that one a while back, but it's a Corolla wagon.
I've seen some badass wagons.
Yeah.
Japan's got some badass wagons.
And we've owned that car since like 2009, 8, something like that, and it's an 04. So when she bought her Mini Cooper, she didn't have the heart to get rid of it. And I was like, dude, just park it in the garage. It'll sit next to the Celica. And whenever we get to it, we get to it. And that was it. That was, so now it's finally at that point, man. I just need the glass guy to come out and put glass in.
Yeah.
You know, and done. And
it's almost there, huh? It's right there, huh? It's in reach. Like it's almost there, isn't it?
Yeah. I am staring at the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm like 5 steps away from exiting the tunnel. You know?
Totally.
Yes, man. You got this.
Cool. Spidey was saying that they burn out, and it's tough on the small channels. Like it really is. But the thing is too, like if you can associate yourself with good people, that can give you another boost of life. Like I remember Martin Ultra Megatronus. I did put out 2 videos last year, and he got me on his thing, and it spurred all this. And then as soon as I had the motivation again, I jumped on with Input, one of my number 1 people, or to get him do a video and get him in the grind again, and it flew ever since. So yeah. And like I said, if you're ever interested in being one of my shows, hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and we can get along. And yeah, if you're laid back, we can just have some fun talking nerd stuff, whatever topic. So yeah, I'm always down to meet new people. E-Man, that's how I met him. He was in the chat, always just chatting away, and I was like, man, we got to get together once I saw your stuff,
because we're geeks talking geek shit on geek channels, and we got to geek out. So we got to connect. It's networking. Networking is
totally. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, right? Like especially Martin's thing. Like when I was going there, like there were so many people in the room, but I would just sit back. But it was just nice to be involved again with people, And like Input, he's one of the first people that got me on his Tales of Teletran way back in the day, and he kind of got me. He vouched for me and got me in with the Transformers people. So it's like it all comes around,
Like Matt Spidey there in the chat.
Yeah.
Like that's my buddy from the comic book community. And every Saturday he's got a stream. And it's almost zero agenda. It's what's the geek topics that happened that week? And it's just a bunch of people in there just hanging out. And people come and go. He's got a stream going for like 4 hours.
You're one of those.
And everyone's just it's just a hangout where everyone's just going to someone's house, having a beer, hanging out, bullshitting with each other. I mean, I gotta go, I got things to do. But then someone else would come in. There would be like 10 people on comic book streams where everyone's just zero agenda. We're just bullshitting in there and just having a good time. And that's a lot of people like seeing that.
That's cool. Yeah, for sure. I just gave Mad Spidey a follow as well. So yeah, like and a few other people. But yeah, it's just like you said, just fun, right? That's what it's about. Just having fun, relax, and let all that other stuff go, and just try.
Controlled chaos, Simon. Controlled chaos. He's from Australia. He's down under. He's one of our buddies from down under.
Well, yeah.
Yes, I did that, Simon. Sorry.
Down under, I wonder. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I know you got to go for lunch and you're on your break, but thank you for hanging out, everyone, and E-Man and Input.
Where else?
Everyone in chat, thank you so much. It was fun. Everyone in chat, thanks for joining us. And yeah, like I said, you can catch me doing something strange on the internet soon. And yeah, you guys can just kind of plug your stuff. We head out.
Input.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was my cue and I totally missed it. Batting 0 for 0 today. If you guys want to check out some old school toy shorts of old school toys and gimmicks and just showing off some really badass retro and some really cool modern day stuff that I find really interesting with some badass music attached to it, because everybody loves them some Kiss God of Thunder, right? If you don't, then oh well, you're wrong if you don't like it. Head on over to the channel and do whatever you want to do. You can like and you can subscribe and you can dislike. Leave me a hateful comment and I will laugh my ass off at it. Okay? No judgment from me, no hate from me. Absolutely. And like I always say, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and that's always the most important thing. E-Man, what you got, man?
Well, I have quite a few unboxings I got to take care of over here, as you guys saw right here. So I have about 7 comic book unboxings I got to do. I want to do some proper unboxings for some of these figures right here that I'm going to be working on. Also have, like I mentioned, interviews coming up with content creators in our communities, both the comic book and the Transformer community. That's coming up. I don't know if I'm going to set that up as a show like I did with the Temu ones. And of course, I still have my Temu videos that are out there. So in this series, season 1, 6 episodes, I purchased Transformers from Temu, and I asked the question, did I get Temu'd? Which apparently is a thing now. So it's just a matter of, did I get what I ordered, or did Temu send me something different? And those videos were absolutely fun to watch. Help me out. Go back and watch that playlist and have a good time. Leave a message, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about that. And keep an eye out because I have a whole lot more coming.
Nice. Yeah. Like I said, it's always fun to get together with you guys. Even on our second time. And yeah, it's just fun to keep doing it. I have lots of stuff planned in the future as well. So yeah, just everyone have a great weekend. And yeah, stay strong, stay safe, and yeah, stay positive, people. We'll see you soon.
In the trans devil, I'm trans devil. Headlines twist on the bezel. Bang, 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 relax. Running shoes, here morphin', headline villain on display. This is crazy daily, daisy to Satan lately. Contemplating my next painting, rage cycle escalating. You get mad, I feed the static, kneel again, dramatic, tragic. On your knees at the Vatican, shock value, imagine that. Word worship, moral circus, fear machine working. Kids consume screens, RHL's forever burning. I'm a glitch, no off switch, no safe script. Talking genders, panic, evil masterminds again.